is currently Friday, May 28th. Here in Michigan, we are having rainy weather. Right now, the temperature outside, according to my weather app, is 43, but feels like 37, and the high for today is 48. Yes, pure Michigan. So while I'm not happy about the cold part, the rain I am, and it's supposed to rain for quite a while. I love rain, so that makes me happy. What doesn't make me so happy is I'm working an afternoon shift today, like in the middle of the afternoon, which doesn't happen very often, so I don't want to complain about it, but I don't like it. And especially since it's the Friday before Memorial weekend, it's going to be way too people-y for my liking. So I'm just preparing myself mentally for what today is going to bring, and I work Sunday and Monday. So it's going to be a people-y weekend. I usually like working mornings during the week when there's not so many people. But anyway, what makes me feel happy? Doing makeup. And what makes me even happier? Using new makeup. So today I'm going to be using some things that I won from that giveaway from Kristy Hosier. The eyeshadow palette I'm going to be using is the Too Faced Teddy Bear palette. This is so stinking cute. I'm like thinking we are definitely going to have ourselves a wonderful pink moment because I'm just feeling pink and I haven't really done anything like that in a while. Please excuse my fingernails. I broke one at work last week, and it was right before I was going to do my gel polish, and once one breaks, they all go, because I cannot stand when people have like one nail that's long or all these long nails and a couple short. It makes me, it's like I don't know, there's something about it. So I cannot stand it on myself. And so they all went, and now they're kind of like the same length and have a little bit of length to them, so they need to be polished. But yeah, it has nothing to do with anything with this video, except for that I keep seeing my hands and things and I'm like, ugh. But yeah, teddy bear palette. I am also going to be using a couple other things that she sent me, like the Hello Kitty. This is in the shade at Frost Sight, and it is a blush. So we're going to be using that. Ooh, she pink. So that'll be fun. I'm also going to be using the little NARS Laguna bronzer that I got from her, and the Juvia's Hair One Loose highlighter, and this Too Faced Show Me Your Coconuts Comfort Lip Glaze, which looks like this. So we're going to be playing with some fun new things today, and I'm going to go ahead and do a speed through style because I have to be to work. What time is it right now? 10:15. I have to be to work at noon, so I'm running a little shorter on time than I typically like especially when I'm recording something. So yes, I'm going to go ahead, shut my trap, and do my eye look, and then when I do my face makeup, I will come in to show you as I'm doing like the bronzer, the blush, the highlight, you know, all that good stuff. So all right, let's see what we can come up with. My brows seem to have a mind of their own today. We're just gonna let that go because I don't know what to do about it. I'm not taking them off, and so that's the way it is. All right, so let's go ahead and use this NARS Laguna bronzer. I've heard about this a million trillion times, but I've never tried it. So I'm excited to give it a try. Ooh, I like that. That looks good. I was afraid it was going to be too light at first, but it actually just gives a really nice little flush of color. I enjoy that very much. All right, and now let's go into our Hello Kitty and Friends at Frost Sight blush. I have a feeling this could go awry very quickly, so I'm going to just like, boop, and see what happens. Well, if we've learned anything today, kids, it's don't judge a blush by its color. Because that looks scary, but it is absolutely gorgeous. Like, it is just buildable. It's not crazy. Like, I was so afraid. I was punching Hello Kitty in the face just one time to, you know, hopefully not get too much on my brush, but it's extremely buildable. It does have a light sheen to it, which I don't typically like, but it's so fine that it's not, you know, making me feel like I'm just like super shiny everywhere. So another win, heck yes. All right, now we're gonna get into that loose highlight, which I am a little bit afraid of because I don't use a whole lot of loose highlight. And so yeah, let me get the stepper off this. Okay, so it was messy just opening it. It's like all over my hand and again in my pants. So I've got some sparkly pants, but that's okay. So I'm actually gonna just take my brush and get the stuff off of my fingers and start there because I have a feeling that is going to be all I need. So we shall see. Let's go. No, maybe a little more. All right, I'm just gonna very lightly tap in here and get it off in the cap. Whoa, a little goes a heck of a long way. So, yeah. That is beautiful. It's not too much. It's not glittery. It's just shimmery and gorgeous. Just what I like in a highlight. Like, I love the loose highlight, like the way it looks, but man, can that get messy really fast. So you have to be very careful with them. All right, so let's just get back into the eyes now. And here is the finished look. I am so happy with how this turned out. So in my waterline, I used this LA Girl Pastel Dream in Baby Pink liner. And of course, on my lips, this gorgeous, like, do you see these lips? Do you see that shine? That just, ooh, it's so good. It's so good. I absolutely love this. This might be my most favorite thing I've ever put on my lips, like, as far as like a gloss type product. Okay, so let me come up close and show you the eyes. I love it. It's so pretty. Now, I have been loving lashes lately, and this look would have been definitely elevated by a pair of lashes, but I'm starting to run out of time, and I don't even want to try to do lashes when I feel rushed because I'm not that great at them to begin with. So that would be spelling out disaster for myself from the beginning. But I really love this look. It's the pink dream that I had hoped for. And I don't feel like it's, you know, sometimes when you do a pink eye, exactly, it can make you look like you're sick or something. And I used like all pink and it turned out really well. It's like the tones of pink are just really good so that they don't do that to you. So seriously, how pretty is this palette? And I only used those kind of pinky shades. So I used, well, first I used this shade right here and did it in the outer. And then I used this shade to do on the inner. There wasn't as much of a difference in the shades as I had hoped. I mean, in the pan, they look pretty different, but on the eye, they didn't really translate like that. So that I was a little bit disappointed because I wanted it to be a more distinct color difference, but not a huge deal either. And then I used this shade right here to buff those out at the top and just really blend them out, and it blended beautifully. And then I used this. At first I was just dipping in very lightly because I wasn't sure how pigmented it was, but oh, there's something on my fingernail. Oh, it's mascara. Yuck. But yeah, so that I just did on the outer corners just a little bit. I didn't want it to be too much, just a tiny bit to darken, and then really blended that with a clean brush so that it blended very nicely and wasn't like distinctly darker there. And then I used this shade right here all on the like outer half and of the lid, and then this shade on the inner half and the inner corner. And then underneath I ran that darker shade and then buffed it out with this lighter shade right here. And that is how I got this look. And again, if you have blue eyes, pink makes them really look pink. Orange is my favorite to wear, you know. Orange is my favorite shade to wear, but pink does make your eyes look really blue too. So I do enjoy that. So I am very happy with this look and my first time using this palette. I love the size of it. It's small, but it's not too small, and it's just, I don't know, it feels right, you know what I'm saying? And it's so cute. And I really do not have much Too Faced. I think I had one Too Faced palette before I won this giveaway from Kristy, and so then I won. So the first one I have is a pumpkin spice one. It was like the one they did with QVC a few years ago, and so I'm pretty sure that's the only Too Faced palette I have. And then I won this teddy bear one from her, and I also won the watermelon slice one that's like got two pieces, and one's an eye palette and one's a face palette. So that will be coming up soon because hello, summer's coming and that just only seems right. And but yeah, I love this. Absolutely love the bronzer. I think it looks very pretty. Just a really good shade for me right now. That blush, even though it looked so scary in the pan there, I think that looks beautiful. The highlight, careful, you get real messy real fast, but it is just a beautiful glow. It's what I like in a highlight. I just like a beautiful glow. And then this lip. What do you guys think of the lip? Ooh, I like it. I'm feeling this look today, so I feel much better about heading into work. And even if it's too peoply, I love people. Don't get me wrong. That sounds terrible. At work, I don't, because I am a task-oriented person, and where I work retail, you have to be cashier and do stock and stuff and go back and forth. And when I have a task, I just want to work on that task. So it drives me absolutely crazy to keep being pulled away from what I'm doing to go up and be a cashier. And I'm not going to lie, there's a lot of really weird people. We have had some really, really weird people lately, and very rude, and like people we've never even seen before. And we live in a very rural area, so I don't know where these people are coming from, but it's like, yesterday was a little scary. I'm not going to lie. So that's what I mean by too peoply. Like I like morning shifts when it's quiet and there's not a lot of people and I can get my tasks done. And it's like our regulars who are like these really sweet older people who you like look forward to seeing. Like when they walk in, it makes you smile because they're friendly and you have like fun little banter with them. Like I have some of the most amazing customers that come in there that are regulars that I just absolutely love. But then it's the other people. And if any of you work with the public, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So yeah. So heading into a weekend that I'm sure is going to be filled with lots of people. And here's something too, you guys. Being someone who has worked retail other times in my life, and now I love my job. I actually really love my job. But be mindful of when you go somewhere how you treat a cashier. I mean, be mindful of how you treat anyone, but people come in people are in a rush all the time, always running late. I'm running late. I'm in a hurry. That's not my problem, and that's your fault. And so that's why people drive too fast. That's why, I'm not always, but a lot of times, and make dumb mistakes because they're in this frantic chaos of a state all the time. And it causes you to not be mindful of the way you treat people, of decisions you're making, things like that. Give yourself time. Don't get up at the last minute where you're rushing out the door and you're irritated and forgetting things and you're doing that to yourself. Give yourself time. Get up a little earlier. I love to give myself time where now I'm ready. I'm going to go sit down and have a cup of coffee before I head out to work. That just is like my downtime so that I go in with a good attitude and I don't feel rushed. I don't feel hectic and chaotic. And so, because when you tell a cashier, and I'm not saying you specifically, but when someone says, I'm in a hurry, the cashier thinks, good for you, because that doesn't make me be able to do my job any faster, or I'm not going to be a frantic idiot just to help you get out the door faster because you didn't take the time you need. You know what I'm saying? So just things to be mindful of. I think a lot of times in life, we just go through the motions of things and don't think about it. And I think a lot of times people come across very rude when they're not necessarily a rude person. It's just they've put themselves in a position like that where they're hurried. I really think being in a hurry, it causes a lot of issues. And then it causes you to treat people in a different way. It causes you to be irritable. Most people are irritable when they are feeling rushed. And who wants to walk around being irritable all the time? Like, that's terrible. And if you could see yourself in the way you're acting, you probably wouldn't like it. So yeah, those are just my little words of wisdom for today from working retail. I think everyone should have to work retail in their life just to have the appreciation for the way like you treat the person working there. I also think it's funny, like, people act like I'm a moron because of where I work. Like, I don't work this job because it's the only job I could get. I work it because I actually enjoy it. And yeah, like, but people, like, some people talk down to you because you're like a cashier at a place. Like, really? But hey, at least I'm out there working and being productive, and clearly you need me to be there to be able to ring you up for your purchases and put things on the shelves for you to buy. So keep that in mind when you are interacting with people in a grocery store, in Target, anywhere you go. These people are doing services for you to be able to go in and shop and do the things that you want to do. So yeah, I just it's good to, like, kind of give ourselves that check sometimes and you know, be aware of what's going on around us. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Kristy, thank you so much again for these beautiful products. I hope that you enjoy the look that I did, and the next look I do, I will put on some lashes. I will make sure I am not in a hurry so that I have time to do that. All right, thank you guys so much. I will talk to you very soon. Bye.